Hi everybody, how you doing? Today I'd like to show you guys a short video on stencils. We have a ton of different stencils. I know I have a full, well, a fairly decent sized binder full of stencils that I've accumulated along the years, plus, pardon me, the ones that I've cut myself. And we used to do them just to do a background or whatever. But rotating stencils is a fun technique that allows you to get more out of your stencils and masks. So by turning your stencil to different angles, rotating a single stencil or masking and adding ink, pardon me, and adding ink, you can create an entirely new look. So here's a little bit of how advice for using this technique anyway. So first, there you have, it's good to have a stencil that has a repeating pattern because it possesses a rotation symmetry. In other words, I have lines like this, I can have line like that, I can have, it's not going to be all mixed up and not looking good. So this makes the finished results appear quite nice and like you really knew what you were going to end up with. And however, anything from a clean and simple look to a busy style can be achieved depending on what you use and how you like your stuff. So you can use all kinds of ink for this. Again, I'm just going to use my Distress Oxide, and all I'm going to do is hold this, and I normally put tape on the end of my fingers here, but I'm not going to do the whole thing. I just want to show you guys different ways that you can use this. And so let's say I do it this way, you end up with this. Now I want to do it a different color on top. Let's try the orange here. See if I can grab onto an orange stencil right here. And this is what you end up having when you rotate your stencil. And you could tape it down if you don't feel comfortable holding it. Whichever way you want it, you end up having the look that you like. If I had taped this down, it would have made it a lot easier. See how I get like a gingham type of look? And now to add on to that, I could go this way if I wanted even something more different. And I could do just a tad more, especially with the onyx inks. They show they go one on top of another. So you end up having, well, that's my fault, guys. I'm moving around. I should have done it and stencil it down, but you get what I mean here. So you end up having stripes going that way. And then if you want an extra touch to this, all you need to do, you could do your whole piece or just a bit of it. And then if you want to have it a little bit different, you can add a little bit of water. Maybe this is a little much because it's water activated. And you end up with an older looking piece. It's really sharp. It's really, really sharp. Now, let's go one step further. Everybody has die cuts. I have die cuts of all sorts. Some were given to me, some I've cut. And let's say, for an example, I have this one. Just randomly taking this here. And you could also use some masking tape if you wanted to mask. Or if you have liquid mask, that'll also work. But I just want to do the inside of this. So, but I want to do it in different colors. So I'm going to use, this is just a die cut. And if you've participated in some of our die cut swaps, just going around, you take and you put some back, you know that we've had all kinds of different cutouts in there and so forth. Okay, let me stop gabbing here and let me get to the core of what I want to do. Here, I'm just going to show you what it's like if you use 2. So I'm going to use this. And I'm going to stencil this all the way going around. So I'm going to use this and I'm going to stencil it all the way around like that. And you ended up with a faded like this. Now I'm going to reroute this across here, just on the other side, and I'm going to grab this color and I'm going to do the same thing. Just by moving it a little bit, I'm going to have a whole new different look. And you could use the ombre colors and do this and it would be some sweet. Look, I don't know if you can tell, but see how pretty that is? Just because there's different colors. Now if I was to move it again one more time, let's see, probably right around here. And let's say I want to add a bright color to this just to see how it would look. I'm going to add, let me see here. Let me go back to the oxide here. Crackle pistachio. Let me do some of the crackles pistachio. You can't really, when you're doing some stenciling, unless you're using an acrylic base paint, you can't really mess it up because it's always so pretty. Can you see what I did there? Just by adding a little bit of different yellow. So the sky's the limit, guys. And then again, you have your doily that's all ready to go into another project. It is so fun that you can do so many things. You know, while it's good for you to plan your colors, because you could do a color scheme of ombre or, like I'm saying, different colors, you never really know what's going to happen when you layer your contrasting colors. Because as they often mix in unprecedented ways, this part of the fun, rotating the stencil, embraces it. And you'll find, however, that at the end, the combinations are a little overpowering. Just simply use your stencil to add white pigment for a muted look. It's easy to achieve the great effects of your rotating stencils. So don't be afraid to be creative. And that has everything to do with using stencils, using die cuts. Use your cutting machine and cut yourself out a die that you like. You could cut out your name, a letter, and do a shadow on the letter. There are so many things that you could do that the sky's the limit. Hope you've enjoyed this little quick tutorial, guys. This is Yvonne and I'm signing off until the next one. Bye-bye.